Imagine a summer gathering at a backyard pool. There's talking, music playing, and everybody is thinking, of course, someone else is watching the children by the pool, but it takes just a split second for a child to slip under that water undetected. That is what people do not expect. But this is what ultimately everybody must prepare for. The fact is, most of us have experienced teaching water safety to younger siblings, cousins, neighbors, and all of us at some point in the future, whether sooner rather than later, will be parents ourselves one day. Today, I'd like to demonstrate to you why teaching children how to swim is an important endeavor, not only for safety, but also for providing fun ways to learn, which is what quality programs ultimately do. Programs that make children eager to learn more. I have been a lifeguard and swim teacher for 3 years now. I have observed two realities: how quickly danger materializes and how quickly confidence builds in children as they master fundamental water skills. First, we'll explore the danger children face in relation to water. Secondly, we'll investigate data pointing to how formal water lessons decrease this danger. And finally, we'll examine how current water lessons function, as well as why they're really fun for children. Let's start by establishing what children's real risk is in relation to water, because it's commonly very underestimated. Drowning is a real hazard, which is often underrated, even in familiar environments. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, in 2024, more children ages 1 to 4 in the US die from drowning than any other cause. Drowning is also the second leading cause of unintentional injury for ages 5 to 14. The CDC also reports that more than 4,000 people in the United States die each year from unintentional drowning. Many of these tragedies happen in places that feel safe: backyard pools, apartment complexes, lake houses, where adults naturally just relax their guard. Because drowning is typically swift and silent, bystanders often do not recognize trouble until crucial seconds have passed. From my own personal lifeguarding experience, drowning is often signaled by stillness rather than splashing. Building safe habits now, clear rules, designated water watchers, and basic skills prevents problems later. And even adults who aren't strong swimmers often overestimate what they can do in the water. So you have to be careful. If this is a genuine risk, then logically, the obvious question is whether formal swim lessons result in real-world actual differences. Involvement in early formal swim instruction is known to decrease drowning risk. A study published in 2009 in the Journal Archives of Pediatrics and Adolescent Medicine, led by researcher Ruth Brenner, found that formal swim lessons were associated with reduced risk of drowning among children ages 1 to 4. Lessons add really important skills for survival: rolling on the back to breathe, controlled submersion and breathing, safe entries and exits, and turning to find the wall. These skills are taught, practiced, and reinforced in a structured way, which is different from the casual water play. At the same time, lessons do not replace supervision or barriers. They complement them. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends multiple safeguards, such as fencing around pools, constant adult supervision, and U.S. life jackets from the Coast Guard, and swim training when children are developmentally ready. This term, developmentally ready, means a child can follow directions and participate in class and learn from instruction. Before that, though, parent-child classes are a really easy way to build comfort and safety cues. The important thing is consistency matters, because regular practice helps skills stick, especially at such a young age. A layered approach avoids a false sense of security by emphasizing that no single measure, including lessons, is sufficient on its own. So what kinds of things do good programs really provide? and what makes them fun enough for young people to stick with. Today's swim lessons are engaged through structure, small ratios, and positive reinforcement that builds confidence step by step. Early skills highlight comfort and control, safe entries and exits, bubbles, assisted front and back floats, streamlined glides. As confidence grows, children progress to independent floating, and to kicking with a kickboard, and eventually actually swimming. While teaching, I will purposely transform play into practice using fun games like asking the kids what they see at the bottom of the pool, or getting them to dive down to retrieve rings during game time. Oftentimes, lessons have a line of priority with safety first, then learning, and fun closely followed behind it. But lessons are only one layer of safety and must be paired with supervision, barriers, and life jackets. If a child seems very young, readiness can be built gradually through parent-child classes focused on comfort and fun, and then from there they're able to build on that and continue to learn even more skills in the future. Another issue, though, is cost and scheduling problems. So community pools, park recreation, and seasonal incentives can often make lessons accessible. I know this firsthand. The most effective program is the one a family can maintain consistently. Now that we've discussed risk, research and lessons, and an example of a program in action, I'd like to conclude by discussing what you can do in this regard. It is absolutely clear that having fun in water is part of our existence because pools are in our holidays, lakes, beaches, as well as having pools in our own homes. Teaching children to swim at an early age is an easy, effective step in preparing children in our lives to learn to enjoy water safety. Tonight, we explore the reality of risk, how learning reduces that risk, and how good programs keep kids engaged so that they learn in the first place. The message for us, the message I want to show is that even before we have children of our own, is to expect that learning water safety is part of children's early development. And we as adults need to give them protection by watching them, using physical barriers, life-saving devices as needed, and continue learning as children get older. So this is what I ask of you. When children enter your world, whether it's your brother, your sister, or you're responsible for a cousin or a child who is in your classroom, children need early lessons. And in the future, when that child is able to swim, they're going to thank you for that. It is absolutely imperative. Thank you.